Hey guys, welcome back to another video here. Today we are doing What If Deku Had a Dragon Type Quirk, part 5. In the last part we left off with pretty much Deku winning the first defense by a good chunk of time. It's the dragon hero Riku wouldn't, she wouldn't be that surprised as she wouldn't yell, but she definitely, they say, I guess, in her head. So, I guess that kind of makes sense, considering, he's a dragon and I'm the fastest one of all. He's the second only person to have a dragon type cat, but he is the fastest. And apparently you only get faster, so, yeah. As expected, I guess, of him. Yeah. Midnight's like, Izuku Midoriya is the first place winner, as everyone's like, what's happened? We saw him launch, from the station, and all of a sudden he comes back here. That couple of seconds like, what? And Kazumai's like, Aizawa, what is up with your class? Because, even now most of, 1A is in the front leading. It's like, up with whose class? My class, my class is winning this sports festival. It's like, not that, like Deku and the rest of your class, almost every year except for this one, the first years and that, first years always seem to, the top hero class, which I think would always be 1A, always seem to, it's not always there's a bigger mixture. Yeah. It's with Izuku Midoriya, he's the second only person to ever get a dragon type quirk, and he's also the fastest one. And he currently can travel up to, I think I said around 6. Yeah, around Mach 6 or 6.5. If he really pushes it, he can fly at Mach 7, but for a short period of time, as it wears him out quite a lot to do so, but he's getting there. It's like, and also, what's up with that, Ice Boy, the one who just pretty much seemed like froze everyone except for 1A. It's like, that's to be expected from him. His quirk he's half hot, half cold. So, flames of his right and the ice of his left. I think all the other way around. I was going doing that too then. Yeah. I don't know why. Just that popped up the second I said flames, the flames of his right. It's like, no, not right, not his, mine. So, no, that's that too. Anyway. And also, guys, I know I'm kind of saying this part way through the what if, but I will, I don't know when I'll be actually now going back to school, because my parents, or at least Mum, decided to keep it secret to me up until now. Well, not now, but yesterday. So, but next week I will still be taking a break, and I'm not sure how long that break will be. I'm hoping maybe only a week, maybe 2 weeks, just to get my sleep schedule back under control and me waking up without any assistance. But yeah, besides from that, yeah. Anyway, And, well, everyone else would fall in line to what they were in canon. And, Midnight would spin the wheel, and it would be the same one in canon, with the same teams. Of course, she would still say what she says in canon, which is, the top 10 people can't be on the same team. Yeah, so Deku ends up having the same team, because I don't really see that changing much. Except for Deku winning that one to being able to, transform into a dragon. As, she said, well, as everyone gets ready, as Midnight King looks at Deku and just sees that they're not really doing what the others are doing, which she thinks, well, I guess they could all just ride Deku, couldn't they? Yeah, they could, because Deku could just transform into a dragon and then just, fly to the sky and wait. As, she says, she says, guys, Deku pretty much instantly transforms and everyone quickly hops onto him as he takes off with, he launches off, instead of Mach 1, like he normally does. He'll limit it because he's got people on him. He doesn't want them, experiencing what the speed of sound feels like. And they probably actually aren't, like their bodies probably won't be able to handle Mach 1 flight. So he goes around 100 miles an hour take off, pretty much. And he just jumps up I don't know, I guess a 50 degree angle. Or 5 degree. Yeah. It's then easy, just happily, India just not cycling, just India just flapping away. No, he would be going forward to at least, lessen the burden on him, because he's got what? How many people were there? I think there were 4 or 3. I think there were 3. Yeah, there were 3 plus Deku. So yeah, Deku's pretty much got 3 people on his back, which, yeah, he's not used to it. Yeah. So yeah, because he's not used to it, he's struggling a little bit, but so that's why he's flying forward, because he feels, it's a lot easier on him, because the only propulsion that he needs to provide is the thrust to go forward, which is pretty easy. He just needs to remember to keep his force under control and not go, oh, okay, time to go full speed and break, the speed of sound all the way up to at least Mach 5, almost in an instant. So yeah, he keeps that in mind, and he wins because he's just circling around the sky around. He'll bring his speed up to 200 to lessen the burden even more. Because the faster he goes, the more lift he produces. So yeah, and because when when she says, okay, time's up, so you feel that on the loudspeaker, pretty much, shout it so people, close to either these speakers are it is ringing, so Deku can hear, but Deku can hear even when she talks normally to everyone. So yeah, she just doesn't know that. As everyone's just like, why did he shout Midnight? As almost everyone in the class 1A, it's like, Midnight, you do realise that you don't have to shout to get Deku to come back down. He can just hear you like everyone else. I didn't know. It's like, well, we kind of figured you didn't know, because you just shouted down the mic. Yeah, sorry. So, no problem. Yeah. like everyone else is just moaning. Yeah. Deku comes back down and he lands and there's that was boring. It's like, well, yeah, what do you expect? Just flying in a circle around the sky. It's like, yeah. So it's like, what else do you want me to do? Come down there and nickel your head bounds before you know it? It's like, no. Yeah, what do you mean? Well, don't think I can break 6 times speed sounds. I could have easily popped down here, grabbed all your headbands and been back up there with my team before you guys knew what happened. Oh yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right. Yeah. As well. At least everyone in class when they knows not to try and get off the Deku, because Deku can produce plasma blasts and that, and is immune to pretty much everything. So fire, like any really type of blast. I think the only thing he's not is like anything sharp or that. I don't mean it has to be very sharp. Like, probably even sharper, maybe sharper than a katana, just to get through the, at least, Deku's, scales and that, and dragon skin. So yeah. And then it would be the fight, as well, they would, they would take the break now. I think they're swapping and going, and I think they had a break before the main thing, kicked off to get them lunch and that. Yeah, as Ruku meets up with Deku, and it's just like, well, you did as I kind of expected that you would do, just because I expected, well, I guess if it's, something like with the points on your head or that, you'd probably just stay up in the sky with either yourself or your team. So, yeah, it was boring though. So, no, yeah, that's, expected, considering what he was doing was just flying around in a circle around, I'm guessing, around 150 to 200 miles an hour. So, yeah, close. I started off at 100, but as I got bored, I started increasing my speed. So, yeah. And, yeah, it's like the battle's up now. It's like, yeah, they're giving us some time so that we can have lunch and that. So, oh yeah, I guess that's a good idea, especially you, because you probably have burned through quite a lot of energy already, breaking at least 6 times the speed of sound, flying around the sports festival, in a couple of seconds. Yeah, what did you expect? What did they expect me to do? Just sit down and wait for everyone to leave and then, fly off? Like, no, I'm gonna fly off immediately and try to finish it as fast as possible. So yeah, don't forget the, battles are nice. Like, yeah, I probably won't really have the chance to transform into my dragon form, so I'm gonna have to use my flying that to fly, which I don't think nobody knows I can do. Like, nobody really knows I've even got fire in the beginning, so handy. So I guess that is kind of handy if nobody knows. You're also, your card gives you your fire abilities. So yeah, and of course that also gives me the ability to shoot plasma, but it's hard still to do, even though I've gotten more used to doing it. It still takes a huge drain out of me. So I think in the beginning you could only do one, and at this point you can do 3 plasma blasts before being like worn out or very tired. Yeah, and that's in his human form. In his dragon form, I don't really know. I'd probably say like 12, 14 plasma blasts. Yeah. And yeah, it's like, well, yeah, I'm guessing you may end up winning this all. So who knows? She goes, there you go, like, who knows, Goku, who knows? Just go anywhere, She lets him, well, she ends up going to get something to eat and that, as he also does. Yeah. And then, well, because after that, they're told what order they'll be going up and on. Oh yeah, and Deku's the first one, so yeah. Whereas, everyone else goes off the field as Deku's just dies. I still can't remember his name, but he would still forfeit like in canon, and he'd tell Deku that, this person can like if you answer his question, he can control you, I guess, afterwards. It's like that. Okay, thanks for the information. He's like, yeah, no problem. I just he would leave, and after seeing just what Deku can do, she's curious, what will Deku do now, really really transform, who knows? As pretty much, she says beginners, Deku just starts walking up to him. Yeah, no transformation, yeah. And Deku does he does, create a plasma ball, as everyone just thinks, oh, well, I guess in his dragon form you can make a plasma blast, and he can in his, in his normal form, right, his human form. So, no, he's just done it so fast that normally you can actually see that, there was fire there, or there is fire there, keeping it kind of stable, at least. As he throws it and destroys a good chunk of the ring. As some of the heroes just outside, just like, what's going on in there? So you just see a massive dust mushroom, pretty much. Yeah, the mouth just drops. What's going on? That's the flashes, right? What's going on? They're just surprised as you guys, you're born with an awesome quirk. I was born, with this. And Deku knows if he answers his question he'll get controlled, but he doesn't answer his question. He goes, well, you go, and he said goes yeah, I could have beaten you even without my quirk. That's all what he says, as he gets mad as Deku's like, huh. So only if I actually answer this question will I get mind controlled. That's interesting. As Deku, as he gets closer, just tries and makes him angrier. As I thinks, that's a pretty smart idea. And as much as what is going on? Why is Deku just seems like he's inside him, and why isn't Deku being mind controlled? It's like, well, guessing Deku's already figured out how his quirk works, or at least he's kind of told the basics that don't answer his question back, but he took it more so, don't. Well, he did listen, but he wanted to see, what counted as an answer. So, yeah. And well, it has, Deku just looks like he's about to charge up another Blaster Blast. Right next time as All Might and Plasmike, or not even All Might, as Midnight and Cementos almost get ready to, try and put. Well, she can't really do nothing besides put them to sleep as. Cementos would at least maybe try and block the explosion. They would think that Deku's probably, going to, Plasma Blast from that close would do a lot of damage, maybe even kill the person. But Deku instead just go, he'll start to make the Plasma Blast as he'll clench his fist and punch him, knocking the other person out. Whereas then Deku's just like, well, he's knocked out now, what do I do? Oh right, I win, don't I? as Midnight and Cementos, relax. For a minute I thought he was gonna kill that guy. And All Might's just like, he's got good strength, he seems to be intelligent. So, and he'll that what I know of him, he seems to be a person that will run into danger to save his friends. Save his friend. He'll run into danger before he thinks, which is the essence of a hero. And All Might is really now considering Deku to be the next successor of One for All. But yeah, even though you will eventually get it, you won't get it yet. There's a reason why Deku, well, less reason why, but it's more of something that Deku will at least need. Well, not need, it's what it's just something that, with One for All and his quirk will activate something else that Deku didn't know about his quirk. Because it's all pretty much whatever Toothless can, Deku can too. Because the only thing is that Deku's got both his tails, both his back wings instead of just the one. He hasn't got Toothless's injury. Yeah, which kind of makes sense because he never got shot down. Yeah. And yeah, Deku just won his match, and as you notice, All Might seems to be thinking, about something quite hard after, his battle, and he's trying to think, what could All Might be thinking? Could All Might be thinking of making me his, next successor? Who knows? He kind of starts freaking out in his head. What could All Might be thinking of? Maybe he's just thinking, I guess that's one way, to be someone that could, mind control you. That's one way to, do it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. So again, once again, sorry guys for the short part. But yeah, besides from that, if you guys have enjoyed this, like, if you enjoyed it so much and you want to see more just like this, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video or part 12 what I do, and hey, good